So the other day I said to myself, enough is enough. I cannot continue to rot in the house anymore. So I decided to step out and go and meet my family members. And there's me looking pretty as usual. So I stopped by the supermarket to buy a few things because, of course, you cannot go to someone's house empty-handed. And I don't know what happened. It just fell off. Then I was going to the flower section to buy some flowers. But when I checked the price, I was like, okay, next. Then I went to the main section, which is what had actually brought me to this supermarket in the first place. I got some wine and a few other things za kuwafunga macho, but the whole point was just the wine. So there I was queuing in the line, and then I remember, oh shoot, I'm in England, I don't have to queue in the line. So I went and paid for myself. Then I stepped outside, and that's how I was looking, and it was very cold this day, and it's summertime. Anyway, I was so thirsty. I said to myself, let me grab a drink. And then I went to this coffee shop. I don't know why this lady was looking at me like that. I think it's because I was recording. Anyway, I got a drink, but I didn't actually like it because I was expecting more considering the price. Then my Uber was there to pick me up because I was passing by my family friend's place to go and pick them up. We were heading to Nottingham. So there I was. I got there, and she was so happy to see me as I was. And then she was like, hi. Then I got her this Dubai chocolate, which she's obsessed with, and she loved it. Then we headed to Nottingham. Oh my God, this journey was long, yo. Anyway, we got there, and my aunt had just arrived as well, and I was super excited to see her. I had missed her so much. We went in with some people who had arrived, and there they were. And of course, being a Kenyan, we had to start with nyama choma. Like, what do you mean? Nyama choma had to be there. So everybody was enjoying the nyama choma. Then I had to give it a try. I'm not really a fan of nyama choma, to be honest, but I was like, let me give it a try. And it was like a big mistake because my teeth are not strong enough for them. So I went inside, and the food was there. My aunt, being the chef that she is, did not disappoint. Alikuwa ametupikia mapocho. As you can see, there's mokimo, there's pilau, there's chapati farm. Oh my God, I had missed this food. Then me and my cousin stepped out of the house to go and get the people some drinks. Hakuna sherehe bila kinywaji. And there is us slaying. Of course, girls have to be girls. So we went into Nottingham because we also wanted to explore the city and see what it's all about. And we got there. We went to this very beautiful mall in Nottingham. And I actually didn't know that they have a Victoria's Secret there. Mbele yangu, I have to go and see what they have. Of course, I didn't buy anything. I just admired myself in the mirror. Then we went and explored more of Nottingham, and it's actually a beautiful city. I'm definitely coming back here to see more. We had to end it with a mirror selfie and go back, and they were like, mlikuwa happy.